Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty crazy and kind of disappointing news over here from the big torrential downfall of some of the really big PlayStation 5 games that have been promoted, they've been talked about, and well, from everything in between, has just apparently just failed. Like, as of right now, we are seeing one of the biggest, most monumental failures of PlayStation 5 games. And as well, we also see a lot of other really big AAA, like actual big games like Horizon that are getting a little bit of like, kind of guess, crash in the news where people are kind of like, what's going on and who even cares about the future of some of these games. So we're seeing a lot of kind of just negativity. Some of it's deserved, some of it's not. So we're going to go talk about this and bring this on up because, good Lord, things are kind of getting a little feisty over here in the PlayStation 5 universe. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target links down below, Amazon links down below. And of course, I want to hear your thoughts and comments on this one because, well, I think the Horizon one's going to be a big one. But the first one's a bit more on the fun and meme side, although still kind of concerning for future games out there. So let's go and talk about it. So if you guys have not heard, first and foremost, we're on the PlayStation 5 generation. I think you guys know this by now. But there is also not been that many new games that have been specifically either made for the PlayStation 5 or this next generation, or as well, you would assume most games, especially with a company say like Square Enix, would have at least some sort of gusto, some sort of player base, and you can at least find someone. Like, it's not like an indie game, and some of these big AAA games or PlayStation games are like generally good games. Like, they have people behind them. They have like teams of multiple people. And there's this one game we've actually made videos on before that I think you guys actually kind of find funny in the meme, but I think this meme saga is officially over. This PlayStation game has failed. It is gone. It's almost kind of heartbreaking to see, but it is, well, just donezo. So if you guys have missed this one of the big PlayStation 5 exclusives over here is, well, going to be gone forever. And it's a little bit on the sad side. I think we all kind of collectively are in this one. But at the same time, too, I don't think many people actually like play this in the first place. Sorry, my webcam's a little bit of a weird spot. But it's kind of a weird thing because not many folks actually even cared in general. This is in regards to Babylon's Fall. So as you guys know, less than a year after its launch, a PS4 and PS5 exclusive, which was not on Xbox, is officially shutting down. The game is gone, and when you hear the words PS4 exclusive or PS5 exclusive, you think of these big games like the God of Wars, the actual Marvel Spider-Man, Bloodborne, Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, and Horizon, although Horizon's actually news too, just saying, we're going to talk about that in a second, and it's also sequels, but when you don't think of the word as a flop, because there actually has been a really good amount in ratio of PlayStation games that have done well. They've done very good. But that's exactly what the PS4 and PS5 console exclusive Babylon's Fall is. And if you guys have not heard or seen the other videos on it, you guys may have, this game has like been such a crazy, weird occurrence. It had a beta. No one cared about it. It's a Square Enix game. Completely flopped. I think at one point there was literally 7 people playing the game. 7 people. And that could also have just been someone idling in like the main menu or someone trying to find the game. It was meant to be more of like a live service type style game. So imagine you have a game like Destiny. You have all these strikes and these raids and this PvP and everything else, but there's literally only 7 people matchmaking. So you're one of the 6. Like, you wouldn't even go play a full PvP game if you had literally everyone playing the game. Now, this game was more of an RPG type style game, but I don't think anyone cared. Like, this game was just bad. Like, I mean, I don't think it's just, like, I've seen worse. Like, I've seen, like, really mediocre, bad indie games that somehow get more views. I mean, sure. But it's crazy because, well, it's just gone. It flopped. It's done. Like, they canceled it. The game is over. This was meant to be a long-term live service game that was meant to be, like, a big deal. Like, a big, long time. It failed. Like, it's gone. Like, literally, Square Enix dropped the ball. Like, literally, don't want to play the game. It's it. It's done. Like, I can't even make jokes. We made like 5 videos on this game and just like this torrential downpour where like I said, at a certain point there were 7 people playing a live service game. It's like 7 people playing Fortnite. Bro, the game's done. At that point, they just said, we're pulling the plug, we're out, it's over. As of February 27th. That is nuts. Like, this is literally like a big, huge AAA studio who has actually made other games. I mean, it's more of a publisher in terms of Square Enix, but like, part of their subsidiaries. Bro, it's gone. So basically now, this news of the game being shut down was first relayed back in September now, and now it's time to officially pull the plug. As the official announcement at the time noted, the plug being pulled on the game means that you can no longer go and play it. I mean, duh. And further, all gameplay data on the game servers are now officially deleted. They are literally just done with the game. It's just gone. So if you're one of the few still playing the game in 2023, you're also out of luck. So imagine being one like the 7 people. I mean, sometimes they get up to 20 people or so, which is still for a big game studio exclusive and everything in between. I mean, you can't go pay employees like money off that. You can't. It's just not even worth it. But yo, so even if you were like the one of the few people who actually liked the game, and actually maybe had your friends open and play it, or you played it yourself, you are not, like, you don't even get to have, like, the servers, you don't get to play the game, they're just done. There's like, good luck, figure it out. Bro, what a heartbreaking situation. So if you're one of the few that still played over, you're out of luck. Now that the game has been shut down, it's unlikely to ever be revived. I don't think it will. I don't think there's like some huge cult classic where people love it. It was just bad. And there have been a few examples of games being shut down and then later returning, but it's very rare, and well, it's not going to happen. So those who don't know, Babylon's Fall was released worldwide on March 3rd, 2022, via Platinum Games and Square Enix, and via the PC, PS4, and PS5. As many know, the former has produced the likes of Bayonetta, Vanquish, Nier Automata, and other great games, but it's also had some really abysmal games, such as this one on Babylon's Fall that's now just gone forever. So, I don't know, kind of crazy news to go and see this, because this was a AAA game. This was meant to be like an actually proper good game. And, well, sadly, it just failed. Like, it was just bad. Like, it wasn't exclusive, too. This was probably one of like the more, I guess, bigger exclusives. Like, people talked about it, it was in the news, but it was never anything good. Like, this game, I actually have made multiple videos on this game. My views on my videos, I'm not even a big YouTuber. My views on these videos have probably gotten more views than the people who actually play the game. And I think that says a lot, because I'm not a big YouTuber by any means. Like, that's not a flex. It's more just showcasing how bad this game actually was, and just no one cared. So I guess like a big salute over here to these guys. Sorry, Babylon's Fall. I guess the meme has officially ended, and well, good luck on the next one. Just don't make anything this bad again. It was rough. So I also had a little bit of intriguing news too, because even on the same thing for like the Babylon's Fall is easy to make fun of. You have 7 people playing a live service game, and now the game's done, so that's fine. I can make fun of it. But Horizon, a lot of folks are kind of saying how this game almost is in that same boat, where it feels like forgotten. No one really cares about the game and everything in between. Now this is a lot different though, because it's a single player game, doesn't rely on a player base, and as well, it did sell millions of copies, and also just had a huge VR game launch and a DLC coming. But I think the kind of big picture in this one is I feel like a lot of folks on Horizon, they enjoyed the experience. I myself, I played Horizon for quite a few different times. I played on my stream, and I did like maybe 7 playthroughs of it, 7 like sessions of it. So I got decently in the game. Like, I actually like saw story, I saw lore. I just never felt like beating it. I think the game itself kind of got like a little bit boring. It was fun, whatever, sure. And I'm not really just too engrossed in the Horizon world. Like, it's cool, it's a good game, I like the idea of it. But after a while, like, you go and destroy some robo-dogs and stuff, you're kind of chilling. But a lot of folks are now even be kind of concerned that they're not getting enough attention for Horizon itself. So the Horizon series has a knack for bad timing. When the series debuted Horizon Zero Dawn release, Breath of the Wild came out a mere days later. Last year, when Horizon Forbidden West came out, Elden Ring was also in the heels too, which is also fun. It's funny because I probably would have beaten these games if these other games didn't come out, and now it seems Horizon is just overshadowing itself. So it's really been a year over for Forbidden West came out, and aside from the recently released Horizon Call of the Mountain for PlayStation VR 2, the franchise is largely sitting idly. I mean, I don't think it's really saying that. I mean, I literally had a game come out like 3 days ago. So, I mean, you really can't say too much. But I think a lot of folks want to have this DLC. Like, it's supposed to be coming out in the near future as well. But we haven't really even seen that much promotion and talks about it before. We've seen a little bit of it, but nothing super big. I mean, it wasn't even mentioned this upcoming State of Play, which you think it probably would have been one of the bigger announcements and trailers and gameplay and everything else. But I don't think it was even mentioned from what I recall. And, well, it's kind of concerning because folks are kind of curious on the first, like, say, Babylon's Fall. Now, a lot of folks are also curious on Horizon, saying, like, hey, is this just going to be like a faltered IP? Is the third game going to finally turn into a flop? Is anyone even going to care about the Burning Shores DLC? Because while the game itself did all right, I myself, I'm kind of indifferent. I'm not really sure if I'm too intrigued and want to play it or not. So basically, they do have the DLC coming out soon. It's taken the second string to the aforementioned PSVR 2 launch of Call of the Mountain, giving players the first taste of Horizon so long via Call of the Mountain pins the series' fortunes on the highly unproven power of the PSVR 2's ability to draw in players. And I'm actually be very curious to see on how well these sales figures go. We don't have them yet because it just came out, but a lot of folks are assuming the PSVR 2 has not been so good. So given the first PSVR was nowhere near as accessible as the Meta Quest lineup, it's a risk to say the least. But a lot of folks are going to be kind of curious in this one because a lot of folks I think are be scared to see if this game's gonna be good. While it is easy to get your console, some folks were also saying like maybe the game was more so only selling so well because it was a part of a console bundle for quite some time. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scary to go and see all these PlayStation 5 exclusives kind of being up in the air. Now, I think Horizon Forbidden West is going to be fine. I think it's already been proven a success. I think they will continue on the series and all that. But a game like Babylon's Fall is a lot, kind of harder to go and push for those and encourage those at the end of the day. And I do kind of feel like Horizon's done well, and maybe if they finally end up on the PS Plus Deluxe, which is also new news too, it might be nice, and that might be why they're doing it for the DLC, for people to prep for the DLC. But I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments on all these scary games that might not be doing looking as good as we think. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. Target Amazon links too. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys want your thoughts down below.